So we could say about any statement in the Bible, it is true that it is recorded in the Bible, but it is not necessarily the truth quoted out of context. But it is not necessarily the truth quoted out of context, for there are lies recorded in the Bible. There are also lies recorded in the Bible. The Spirit of God inspired the writer to include in the scriptures some lies that people told. There are lies recorded in the Bible, lies that people told. So we will know the truth about their spiritual condition. It is also a warning to us not to follow in their footsteps. Let's take an example from Ananias and Sapphira. When they said, yes, we sold the land for so much, but they didn't sell the land for that amount. The statement was a lie, but it was recorded in the Bible. Acts chapter 5, verses 1 to 5. It is true that they said that, and it is accurately recorded in the Bible, but what they said was not true at all. You will find there are other statements in the Bible recorded in the same manner. These are given by inspiration of God for reproof, for correction, and for instruction in righteousness. As Paul said in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16, all scriptures is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, is profitable for reproof, is profitable for correction, is profitable for instruction, is profitable for righteousness. So notice what Paul said in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 25. In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves. There are many good Christians, and I'm talking about people who love God with all their hearts, who oppose themselves by the way they talk, the way they believe, and the way they act. Paul said to instruct them. He didn't say to get mad at them. He didn't say to get in strife over it. We shouldn't get in strife because someone doesn't believe what we believe. We have problems in our churches today that just because somebody does not believe the way you believe, people get angry with the pastor, people get angry with the leaders, because they expect the pastor to feel or to believe what they believe, to feel or to see things the way they see things. And vice versa. We have to remember that we were there one time. If somebody doesn't believe what you believe in, somebody doesn't act the way you act, that's nothing to get angry, knowing that sometime we were there, you were there. We grow into certain situations. You cannot become angry, or you should not become angry, because somebody did not believe or see things the way you see things. We have to remember that we were there one time. We didn't always believe what we believe now. Some of us reading the Bible now won't have the same belief when we have finished reading it. For the entrance of the word brings light. Maybe you were in darkness. Now, after reading certain portions of the Bible, light has come. Read Psalm 119, verse 130. So when you understand that, you will have mercy on other people who don't understand the Bible now. So we shouldn't put people down because they don't agree with the word. For many of them just can't see it right now. When you come out of a dark building into the sunlight, you have to squint because your eyes have been accustomed to darkness. When exposed to bright light, you have to squint for a while until your eyes become adjusted to greater light. So this is what happens to people who have been raised in religious tradition. They have what we call Sunday school ideas. Ideas they got from going to Sunday school that didn't exactly agree with the Bible. We've all had some Sunday school ideas that didn't agree with the Bible at one time or the other. We acquired some of them by reading between the lines. We all read between the lines at some time. And if you don't have your mind renewed by the Word of God, you will read the wrong things between the lines. That's why it's so important to renew your mind to the Word of God. We must get to the point where we think like God thinks, walk like God walks, talk like God talks, and act like God acts. We are not trying to be God, but we should learn to act as God will act in a similar situation. Paul told Timothy to instruct those that oppose themselves, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 25. And that instruction comes from the Word of God. So knowledge of the truth will set you free. Knowledge of the truth will set you free. Quite often you hear people say that Jesus said, the truth will make you free. But that wasn't exactly what he said. That statement could be one of those false truths if you don't rightly divide it. For instance, if you walk up to someone on the street and say to them, you will know the truth and the truth will make you free, you may have lied to them. You may have told them a lie. The person may never know the truth. It is true that that statement is in the Bible, but this is the context in which the statement is made. Listen very carefully. If ye continue in my word, if ye continue in my word, you can't just bluntly come out and tell somebody, for you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's not true. Even though the statement is in the Bible, but that's not true. But listen to what goes before that statement. If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall. Watch this. You got to continue in the word, then you will be my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. First of all, you got to continue in the word. After being in the word, then he'll call you his disciples. And then from being his disciples, you will know the truth. And from knowing the truth will then set you free. You just don't make a blanket statement, for you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There are other statements that come before it.